because we are very late and we don't have a lot of time. I'm going to explain it to all of you. And inshallah, I'm going to upload the video. The explanation will be recorded. I'm going to upload the video today, inshallah. You need to finish it before next lecture. So the submission will be transferred to all of you next lecture, okay? Based on what I saw, you have many problems, and your problems with the basics of creating a bouncing ball. For example, I told you last time that the ball moves from stretching to squashing and stretching again immediately, not transferring from stretching to normal and then squash. Okay? Also, the size or the mass of the ball must be the same during the squash, the stretch, and the normal. I saw that some of you, during the animation, the ball size or scale is different, not the same. And these are major problems. You are in animation 3. You are not supposed to do that, okay? So I'm going to explain it again and try to focus with me. After I finish, we will start with the topic that I'm planning to cover today, okay? Inform all of your colleagues. All of them need to finish and submit next class, okay? Also, you need to focus on everything. For example, between squash and stretch, the ball doesn't rotate. The ball converts immediately, as I said, from stretch to squash. How we can do make this stretch after the squash? First of all, we put the scale back to 1, and then we add the stretch or the squash. Okay? Stay with me. I'm going to create a sphere. There are a soccer ball inside the create. You can use it. Also, sometimes you need to focus on something. The reference image, not all the time is correct. The reference image, not all the time is correct. Sometimes you can find a reference image that doesn't contain stretching and squashing. And sometimes the size of the ball during the stretching and the squashing in the reference image is wrong. Doesn't equal the actual sphere or circle size. Focus on these. Sometimes we need to create our own timing. Sometimes we need to create our own timing. So you don't need to follow, not all the time. If you follow the keyframes numbers available inside the reference image, you will get a right output, okay? I'm going to move it here. Okay. I told you you need to start with what? With freezing the transformation. Okay. And then I'm going to add a key at frame 0. For example, at frame 12, I'm going to put it down. Okay. At frame 18, I'm going to put it up. 24, for example, down again. And 28, up. 32, 32, down. Okay. Here down, I need to make sure that the ball, I'm going to copy this and paste it here to make it same. Here also. You can continue the others. Also, stretching and squashing start decreasing after the ball hits the ground for a few times. Start decreasing. For example, in this area, you don't need to add a stretching and squashing here. Only with the big, when the ball moves a lot to up and goes down. But when the ball become close to the ground, you don't need to add stretching and squashing. Okay. Let me hit on play to see. Okay, now I need to go to the graph editor. Graph editor, we use it to fix the time, to add some ease in, ease out. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to select these keys when the ball hit the ground. I'm working now on translate Y because this refers to the ball going up and down. And then I'm going to convert these to linear. After that, I need to control the curves. In order to do that, I need to go to tangent and break tangent. And then I can start fixing the curve. Okay, let me try now. Does it make sense? Here at the image, they make the ball hit the ground at frame 7. For me, I made it at frame 12, and it makes sense. So you don't need to follow the keyframes, especially with the bouncing ball. For example, with the walk cycle, yeah, when we create an animation for a walk cycle, we might follow the reference. But for the bouncing ball, you don't need to follow it. You can continue working on the other frames. You can make the ball moves a little after you finish the bounces to be more, it will make more sense. You can do that. As I said, you don't need to follow the reference image exactly like what contain. Here, of course, I need to press on S on all keyframes. I'm going to move the ball here to make the movement curvy. Yeah, now it makes sense. But here I need to fix it a little and translate X now. I need to make it down a little. Yeah, now it makes sense. After that, what I need to do, I need to start adding stretching and squashing. Here, for example, I'm going to click at both of them. And then I need to drag it when I want to make it stretch. I need to make the sides narrower. Focus on that to preserve the sphere mass. Okay. Now I need to rotate it a little. Let me check. This not. When the ball hit the ground before it with one key, exactly one key, I'm going to put it back to the scale to 1. Okay, with the scale, I'm going to drag them inside and up a little. And here, I'm going to make it 1. I need to add the stretch, the maximum stretch before the squash. Must happen before the squash. As, and here, I need to add the squash when the ball hit the ground. Need to drag it down. Here, I need to put these back to 1. After that, and here, I'm going to put them to 1. I'm going to hit on S on keyboard. Let me try. Okay, I need to move this to one keyframe. I'm going to decrease the squashing a little. Okay, is it hard? Really, is it honestly? Is it hard? مش صعب فيها. Okay, let us try to do the second one, second part. Here I'm going to hit on S and before one frame, another S. I'm going to add a little and when it hit the ground, and after with one frame, squash again, one firstly, and then S. Third frame, the frame after it, I'm going to put it back to one. Let us check now. This one should be one, not zero. Okay, let us hide the reference. Control H. What do you think? Here I need to fix it a little. I need to move it down here. What do you think? Uh, Clear? Okay, last thing, you can add a few rotation, a little rotation to it. For example, here, See, and here. Any question? Okay. As I said, you need to finish it. You have the next lecture.